Hi, I'm Ray, G4NSJ. Now then, Ozone Sonde. I've got to be careful of this. See this wooden box. This is for the Paraset radio. There's the Paraset replica I've built. That's all built and working. This is the wooden box. And there's wood glue on it. Anyway, that's another issue. This is a radio sonde. And if I press the little button there, you see it's flashing green, which then turns to red. There we are, that's now transmitting. I think that's the GPS, that's the aerial for the thing itself. I'll turn that off because we'll have people tracking it and it will have all cars pulling up in the street looking at it. Where is it? Now then, this one I only got yesterday. It landed in Devon. I don't know where it was launched from. And it's different. Normally there's that in a polystyrene box with its balloon, and that's it. There we are. This is the box that came with it. Now that in its polystyrene box was attached to the side, okay. A huge box. And being such a huge box, it's got a massive parachute. The whole thing is massive. There's this contraption, some sort of ratchet assembly, like that goes like that. Presumably, yeah, that winds up the cord. This is all massive, far bigger. Let's get rid of all that for a minute. Far bigger than the ordinary. Now there's a photo of the ordinary radio sonde in its polystyrene box. Okay, that's what they normally look like. Also in the box, there was this battery pack. There's 2 PP3s in there. Okay, and this. Now then, there's a little pump there. In fact, if I connect this up, well, I'll do that in a minute. There's a little pump. There are 2 cylinders there. There's a PP3 battery. There's a motor. There's all sorts. And it says on it, where does it say on it? Ozone Sonde, Model 6A. I'd never heard of this. I got this, as I say, a chap, it landed in Devon and he gave it to me. And when I got hold of it, I thought, what's this massive box? Why has he put that with it? I don't need all that. I only want that. So, right, I shall show you this little pump working. Hang on. So that was the thing working. Briefly, I can tell you how it works. I mean, I've no idea. I don't know what. It measures ozone levels, presumably. It says here, this thing, right, it gets its driving electromotive force from the difference in the concentration of potassium iodide solution in the instrument's cathode and anode chambers, whatever that means. When ozone enters the sensor, iodine is formed in the cathode half cell. The cell then converts iodine to iodide, a process during which electrons flow in the cell's external circuit. Do you understand this? I don't. By measuring the electron flow, i.e. the cell current, and the rate at which the ozone enters the cell per unit time, ozone concentration can be calculated. Well, there you are, you see, now you know. So that's let's get rid of that. That's what this does. I mean, it's no use to me, but it's quite a fascinating little device. Little PP3 there. There's the motor and the pump. So that's all quite interesting. Model 6A. I've never seen one. A friend of mine, Roy. Hello, Roy, if you're watching. Oh, Roy, by the way, I've started the box for the Paraset. Roy keeps asking me, have you started that box yet? Have you started the box yet? So there we are. Roy's never heard of it. I've asked 1 or 2 other people. No, I don't know anything about that. What I'm doing with this, you may have seen my other videos. I'm going to make Roy, hello again Roy, is going to program it as a 70 centimetres amateur radio beacon. It would just put out my call sign and my Maidenhead locator, you know. I had one before, but it went wrong. I've got an idea it was user error, but we won't go into that. Moving on swiftly. So that's what I'm going to do. Get Roy to reprogram this, put an SMA socket here for the aerial and use an outside aerial. I don't know about the GPS. But as I say, if I turn it on now, I'll probably get tracked. So there we are. That's it so far. What else have I got to tell you? Well, let me think for a minute. If you go to sondehub.org, sondehub.org, you'll see a map and you can track these balloons. And I'll tell you about listening to them in a minute. Have a look at this. I recorded this some time ago, I think a year or two ago, but it just gives you an idea of this sondehub.org, what you can see on it. Have a look at the map. I don't know whether you can see this very well. There's the balloon. It's going up, so it's not a parachute, it's a balloon. That will change to a parachute when it comes down. It's at 95,000 feet there, minus 47 centigrade, battery voltage 2.7, and it's over, where is it over? Linton, there's Minehead, look, Exmoor National Park, there's Minehead, 96,000 feet, there we are, and the balloon hasn't burst yet, so it's doing well. 96,000 feet, minus 47 C. I want to see it reach 100,000. The humidity is 0.2%, 0.2%, so very dry up there, as I suppose it would be with no air. 98,000 feet, minus 44.3 C, so it's still rising. 403.3 megs it's transmitting on. 100,000 feet, there we are, minus 43.8, 100,000 feet. Of course, what you can do on the map is, this one landed in a chap's garden in Devon, this thing. Imagine going outside and finding this in your garden with a huge parachute hooked over a bush or a tree or something. You're allowed to keep them. There are instructions, I think, of how to dispose of them. You don't have to send them back. So you can keep them, but going back to the map, you can track it on the map. I've got the map up on the moment over there on another computer, and there's one at the moment over Salisbury or somewhere. You can track it, and Roy and Martin, a couple of friends of mine, they used to go out and collect them. They'd look at the map, go out, right, it's somewhere in that field, and Roy actually saw one come down and land in a field, so he went and got it. So you're allowed to keep them. And of course, as I said, you can reprogram. I don't know how to do it, Roy does. You can reprogram this into a 77's beacon. I had one running for quite some time, but then that went wrong. So I shall get him to program this. Just a little beacon on 77. What is it, 50 milliwatts or 100 milliwatts? Can't remember. So yeah, it's quite a good little idea, to track them. If you're into that sort of thing, you might be saying, well, that's boring. I find it quite fascinating, especially when you look on the map and you think, hang on, it's nearing me, it's getting closer, and you follow it, the parachute comes up on the map instead of the balloon, it's coming down, and you can check the temperature, the humidity, the speed, and then you think, hang on a minute, that's landed not far from me, jump in the car and go and get it. I listened to the Radio Sondes on UHF on my SDR on the computer. This is what you'll see on the computer, if you've got SDR, that is. I forget what aerial I use. I think I use the 77's aerial on the roof. So have a look at the SDR. That's the one over Cornwall. There, come up strong now. That's the French one. I'll just click to that one for you. Hang on a second. That's France, 404 megs. Cornwall, 403.3 megs. There you are, just a brief look at that. It's quite useful, the SDR. I think I use the 77's aerial on the chimney for that. So I shall be getting this one on the air soon. This was received, I think it was 13 miles away, 50 milliwatts, quite amazing. In fact, when this is up in the air, obviously, at 100,000 feet, you can hear it miles away, absolutely miles. I could hear this one, if it was over Brest in France or somewhere, Salisbury or wherever, you can still pick it up on the SDR on the computer. I don't want to take this to bits because it's all rather nice. There's a couple of wing nuts there. I could have a look in. No, I better not look inside. I might just keep that. I don't know why, but I might just keep that. Put it on the shelf in the lounge. Yeah, wife will like that. She'll say, well, that's nice. That looks good there, won't she? Not. Okay, I think that's it. Some people make a hobby of this. Forget amateur radio. They just make a hobby of... They've got chase cars and things on the map. You can join in and you can send in reports and things like that. And yeah, chase cars and all sorts of stuff. Have a look at that. What did I say? sondhub.org. Okay, that'll do for now. I shall see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.